Guys, even when you think that nothing is happening in the market, there's a lot going on. We got the Claude AI meta, we got the TikTok meta, we also got the anime meta. But apart from that, there is something very big that happened on the chart of Bitcoin. And that is why, guys, this episode is going to be one of the most crucial episodes to watch, because I truly believe that the price action on Bitcoin is screaming danger. And that is what we are going to decode, along with which I'm going to share my trading plays, my meme coin plays, and what I am doing in the market, how I am making consistent money even in these kind of conditions, along with all of the members inside 𝗕𝗪𝗓𝗪's private. So if that is the type of content you enjoy, guys, then buckle up, because this is going to be very, very interesting. So let's get right into it.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
So guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me yet again. First off, guys, I would like to let you know that nothing that I shared in this episode is going to be financial advice. Trading Bitcoin on leverage along with trading meme coins is definitely going to be a high risk endeavor, and that is why it is very important that you do your own research and make sure that you are convinced with what you're doing in crypto before you make that decision. So please make sure that this is not financial advice and do your own research. Now, talking about the price action of Bitcoin, guys, even though we still have a market structure that looks bullish because we have higher highs and higher low structure, we haven't taken out this low, it is screaming right now from this high of $126,000 that the price action is going to likely continue towards the downside. A lot of people who are possibly naive, or the people who just trade on the basis of trend lines and all of that stuff, they can also pretty clearly see here what is going on. So we have some sort of a bear flag, right? This is what we have. And potentially, once you break this bear flag, you are looking for lower prices. To be precise, a lot of people are talking about a price target which is going to be from the high to the low right here. And then we drag it all the way to this high. And then we can see the price target is coming somewhere around like $63,000. Now, is it possible? Yes, it is. But do I think it is going to happen? No, I don't. What I do think is there is a very high potential that we have finished a corrective structure towards the upside, which would basically mean that now we are looking for lower prices, but that would also depend on a few different things. First off, guys, let's just see what is your corrective structure towards the downside. So right here, you can see that this is your wave A, B, and C towards the downside. You're looking for a three-wave structure towards the upside. This is most likely going to be the end of your wave X. Now you're looking for a three-wave structure towards the downside. Now, of course, because wave X has not gone to $110,000, which is the 0.7 Fibonacci level of this move from this low to this high, it basically means that the doors are open for a deeper wave Y. And the deeper wave Y price targets are sitting between $55,000 and $73,000. Of course, this is a very big range, but that is not something that you need to be too much mindful of. What you need to know about is the price action that is going on right now, and that would also tell you the entire story. So basically what you're looking out for from this high is an A, B, and C towards the downside, right? Now this ABC could be a big one. This ABC could be, as small as this as well. We might just do A, B, and C towards the downside, or we might just continue into, this is just first wave of your wave A, then you have another 3, another 4, another 5, three-wave structure up in wave B, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in that way, you are looking for much lower prices. So that will depend on what happens in this region. And specifically, if I tell you, the best thing that you need to do is just note what kind of structure we form from this low right around here that we have just formed. If this is a corrective structure, you're looking for lower prices. If this is an impulsive structure, you still have tiny hope, because I don't think that we are in a bull market anymore. I do believe that prices are going to go lower. People will still get very bullish on a small pump, a 5%, 10% pump on Bitcoin, and they will say that the markets are back in full swing. I have been saying this on this channel for multiple days now, I would say multiple weeks as well, that we were looking for a rejection around $98,000. This is exactly to the T what has happened on the chart of Bitcoin. Now I'm looking for lower prices. Now, just to let you know, guys, there is just one single scenario where you're looking for price to go higher, and that is basically your bullish case scenario. In that case, you're counting this structure from the 80K low as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave diagonal, leading contracting diagonal. Then you have a wave 2, and this entire price action is your wave 2. So this is wave A, this is wave B, and this is your wave C. Now, if that is the case, guys, you really need to explode towards the upside. So the bulls have really no choice instead of just pumping towards the upside like crazy. So if you don't get that kind of a pump in the next 1 or 2 weeks, I don't think that there is going to be any scenario left for the bulls. And the only bearish case scenario which I can see right now for the price action is going to be a WXY towards the upside, and now you're looking for an ABC towards the downside. That is what you need to basically look at. If I go on to the lower time frame, guys, it is possible to count this structure from the high of around $97,900 all the way to around $87,200 as a finished impulse, or you're looking for another 5 and then a move towards the upside. So basically what you're looking out for is a corrective structure and then looking for lower prices. If you start developing an impulsive structure from here, that is where your possibility of a bullish case basically arises. All right. Otherwise, prices are going to go lower, which would also bring me to a very important point, and that is, guys, you need to become a trader right now. Stop bag holding, start becoming a trader, start making money, and start booking profits. If you are into meme coins, if you are buying degen plays, then guys, you need to be very, very sure right now from this very moment. Guys, please become a trader. That is what I would suggest you. That is the best advice that I can give you right now. Do not bag hold. Stop looking for that 100x. Get your 2x, 5x, 10x, 20x. All right. It's as easy as that. Take your money and run with it. Right now, with that being said, if you want consistent updates, daily video updates on the price action of Bitcoin and what I am thinking going forward on the shorter term as well as for the longer term, then guys, the link is given in the description section below to 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private. That is where you get access to all of these Bitcoin updates, real-time Bitcoin updates, and these are all live streamed inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private, along with which we are also live streaming degen R, which is more than an hour-long live stream for 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private members, where I discuss about meme coins, what I'm buying, where I'm buying, when I'm selling, what am I doing, and what are the narratives that are popping right now, how to play it, and all of the strategies that you need. It is, I'm telling you guys, you're paying $167 a month for 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private. If you don't like it, you get your refund if you cancel within the first 7 days. So just try it, take your refund if you don't like it, and it is as simple as that. If you like it, you can continue, and if you don't like it, there's a refund for the first 7 days. So you can try it for absolutely free for the first 7 days. Just try it once and you will realize what you're getting inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private is something that I can vouch you're not getting anywhere out there. But then again, guys, the decision is yours and you do whatever you want to do. I can just let you know that we have been absolutely killing it inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private. Now, with that being said, guys, this cycle has made me realize a few things. The number one thing that I truly believe is the fact that meme coins are here to stay. They will stay. All right. Meme coins do not run along Bitcoin. There are mini meme coin cycles as well, along with the Bitcoin cycle, and you can say the altcoin cycle. And guys, you can see these kind of things using Dune. This is where you get all of the analytics around meme coins. All right. So you can see right here, the highest volume that we have ever gotten in this cycle in meme coins was somewhere around here, around January of 2025. Now, what happened during that time? That was the time when we got the Trump launch, right? The Trump meme coin. Ever since then, we have not been able to beat that kind of volume. But probably we are not going to even break that, right? But what you can also see is this chart right around here. You can very clearly see that we do have mini seasons of meme coins and they come and they go. Right here, we have another peak around July of last year, and then we had another peak around October of last year. After that, we got a massive crash, and now again you can see that the meme coin volume is again increasing, right? So again, if you also see this chart, which is number of wallets doing 20 plus trades per day, this chart was also at the absolute highs back in January of 2025. There were 162,000 active traders doing more than 20 trades a day. All right. I'm assuming, guys, that you don't do 20 plus trades per day, but there are people, right? So these people actually move the markets. They are the ones leading into the highest volume. So now you can see that the number has just gone down and down and down, but now we kind of have formed some sort of a bottom back on November 16th. This is where, we formed the bottom for meme coins. And if you just go back on the charts of plenty of different meme coins that you want to watch, you will see that on 16th of November is when we formed the bottom. All right. Now, if we continue higher, if we create higher highs here on this chart, which is the number of wallets doing 20 plus trades per day, if we are able to, go higher in this number, then definitely the meme coin season might continue. Otherwise, you might see a little bit of a dry phase, which would coincide, in my opinion, with the price action of Bitcoin going towards the downside. So that is going to be very, very important, guys. Please keep this in mind. With that being said, guys, this cycle has definitely been about one thing, and that is, of course, meme coins. But meme coins have also been about just one single thing. And that one single thing is basically that anything that launches, which goes up, ends up eventually being vaporware, all right? No intrinsic value, just hype and just momentum for a very short period of time. And that is why I have aped, and I truly believe that this is the meme coin of this cycle. This is the meme coin which actually depicts the entire cycle in just one single word, that is vaporware. So if you got in on this one on my first call on X, which was shared at just $17,000 market cap, guys, you have gotten a very nice move all the way to $360,000 market cap. If you see from around $17,000 market cap all the way right here, this is more than a 20x. All right. So kudos to you guys if you're following me on X. If you're not, make sure that you do so. It's absolutely free to do. All right. Now we have our first correction on this chart. As you can see, from around $360,000 all-time high, we have dipped to $160,000. This is more than a 50% dip. Usually the first 50%, 60% dip is where a lot of people actually get into projects like these, where they have conviction or they believe that it is going to trend towards the upside. So this is where I have aped another bag in this region, and I've mentioned this inside Karoshi's private along with on X. So if you want, you can grab a bag right here. I do believe this is an S-tier narrative which could easily hit 1 million plus in the coming few days. And that is, again, guys, not financial advice. You do whatever you want to do. But why do I think this is going to run indefinitely from here onwards? The reason is the hottest meta right now is the Claude AI vibe coding meta, right? And we got 𝗕𝗪, Perpetual 𝗕𝗪, as well as Gastown. Both of them actually rugged, right? They went to zero. And then we were all very bullish on 𝗕𝗪𝗠𝗪. And yesterday, even 𝗕𝗪 rugged from around $40 million market cap. This basically dumped all in one go all the way to like $7 million. And now it is sitting at $1 million market cap, right? Why do I think that this affects the probability of vaporware going higher? It is very simple, guys. The more these kind of projects go down, the more these kind of projects fail, which generally happens. Like it has happened hundreds and hundreds of times in the last few months, and I would say the last 2-3 years as well, right? A lot of meme coins, a lot of tech coins, they all go higher and then they eventually go to zero, ends up being vaporware. So what you're basically buying into is the funding of development, and then the devs get carried away and they are also very greedy. So they take the money, they don't develop the app, and they say F you, and you are done. You are holding a bag that is now sitting at zero because it was vaporware. So that is where I believe that a lot of goodwill is naturally attracted to vaporware, this token right here. The more these kind of tokens rug, the more different meme coins rug. Even 𝗕𝗪𝗠𝗪 went to like $200 million market cap. Now it is down 80-90%. Everything ends up being vaporware eventually. So I do believe that this is one of the best narratives at the moment. So if you want, you can ape a bag. This is my last meme coin call for this bull market. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you. So, you do whatever you want to do, but I'm not going to call another meme coin unless we form a bottom for Bitcoin in the bear market. So that is what kind of conviction I personally have on this one. So you do whatever you want to do, guys. That is what I am personally doing. I put my last meme coin money into this one. All right. But apart from that, if you really want to trade vaporware instead of trading vaporware, so, you might get a little bit confused. But if you really want to, get into the different kind of plays, then there are definitely a few which I would like to mention so that you can maybe, trade your way in and out, get those 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x returns. If, God allows you to do that, because at the end of the day, everything is going to zero, as I'm telling you over and over again. So please be cautious. And again, I will repeat my number one advice, and that is become a trader. All right. Even if you're getting into vapor, guys, become a trader. I'm not telling you to bag hold this for the next million years. All right. Now, what I want to mention is first off GSD. Now, this is something that popped up after 𝗕𝗪's success. All right. And Claude verified that this is better than 𝗕𝗪. And I shared this call inside Karoshi's private right here in this region, right? This was at $1.3 million market cap. Price went all the way to $9.5 million. So we are currently holding a free bag. And I'm telling you, nothing is financial advice. So please take this particular coin and the rest with a grain of salt, because what's going on in the market right now is impeccable and it is very toxic. The market has become absolutely toxic, and that is number one reason to believe that we are in a bear market, guys. It's as simple as that. Now, for this one, guys, your support is $3.77 million. I do believe if you are going to break past $6.7 million, you are looking for new highs on GSD as well. So far as I have seen, the dev is not in the mood to sell his tokens, but who knows, right? Who knows? So that is what I just wanted to, clarify before you jump into it. Now, guys, moving on, if you want to grab something that is high risk, high reward, I think the Singularity, the token is Singu, is a good bet. This is now sitting at $226,000 market cap, absolutely at support. And if I show you what this is about, because again, you need to have your own conviction. So this is, by the way, from this guy, Daniel Weiss. So what this does is basically right here, a social experiment where ChatGPT, Claude, Qwen, Grok, Gemini, and DeepSeek are released into a dating simulation. They choose identities, form bonds, fall in love, or don't. We are watching. So this one, I think it has a lot of potential, because if I'm able to find that, guys, the one tweet that I want to show you, then basically Elon Musk mentioned about something like this back during the early days. And you also got a mention from Toli. And if I go back right here, you can see July 30th, singularity.com is what he mentioned, but it's, what he mentioned was also a dating site for AIs who are singularities. That is where I believe this has some potential. But again, guys, I'm telling you, this is going to be very, very risky, because it is again sitting at $226,000 market cap. Apart from that, of course, I have shared multiple plays already on my X profile. If you go and check this out, let me just show you very quickly right here, which is the recap from Kuroshi's private from the past week. So we got early into Claude AI plays like Ralph. We booked all of the profits as well. If you don't believe me, you can check it. And then Soul, Trophy Tomato, I like this one as well, has been the leader. Then Lumen as well, we got very early and I still have a free bag. Then CMEM, which did pretty well, but now I don't know what's going on with this one. Again, everything is getting vampire attacked and everything is going down, because if, 3 coins have rugged, right? 3 coins from this meta have absolutely rugged from more than like $20-30 million market cap. That is too much, right, to take. All right. So then also GSD all closed well in profits. I realized everything that is or was wrong with the Claude meta. I did deep dives on what could go right and wrong in the DGNR episodes daily. So you are, if you are invited to join the DGNR, you get 7 days free access. You get your money back if you don't like it, guys. The link is given in the description section below. Now, we also formed a plan on how to capitalize on the narrative without risking too much. So I dig deep and found the untapped coins from the same narrative. They were the picks like DataBuddy, AutoMem, No Code, Singu, Factory, Grasp, Cannabis, and Entropy. Check out the charts of all of them. We got super early, absolutely, when everything looked dead. That is where we got in. And I'm out of most of these now, but holding some of these positions even right now with free bags. Now, most of the low caps turned out to be nice quick flips and helped us enhance overall portfolio health with quick wins. That is what I'm talking about. Become a trader. All right, become a trader. Now, we traded memes and the anime TikTok meta as well. Got early on plays like Aloka. Now, let's talk about 2 plays that I think have very solid potential going forward. The first one is going to be definitely Aloka, the peace dog. All right. I have been approached by a lot of people from this community and they have been shilling it like crazy to me. So I grabbed a bag in this region right around here. All right. And I'm in a good profit right now, but I'm really looking for another entry on this one so that I think I can ride much higher on this one if it, just explodes towards the upside. So this is your entry box, in my opinion, between 600,000 to around $1 million. If this does not come and it continues to go higher, I don't know, but I'm not going to be buying here. That is what I would suggest you to do as well. But again, guys, nothing is financial advice. So you do whatever you want to do. If you want to top blast, you can. Right? Anyway, so let's talk about the other coin as well. That was from the anime narrative, and that is Psyop Anime. So if I talk about this one as well, this is one of the coins that has really started this anime meta as well. We bounced off from the 886 Fibonacci at around $4.3 million. And by the way, these 3 white lines are the lines where, I gave entry inside Kuroshi's private. These 3 lines were the entry zones. Right now, price did go higher all the way to $13 million. Now it is coming back. I think around $7 million is where we are going to retest one final time before we look for higher price target, closing around $16-17 million to say the least. if you break that, you know the drill. You're looking for new all-time highs once you break the 382 Fibonacci level. So 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗪𝗓 is also something that I'm very much interested in, and I'm holding a bag. And then guys, the final one, which I do think has some potential, that is going to be 2016 coin. Now, I don't know if you have seen this or not, but this one looks very interesting to me. And this reminds me of the 67 coin as well, which also originated from TikTok. And I can see this. This is viral on Instagram and TikTok, 2016. You're comparing 2026 with 2016, and that is what the entire narrative is all about, right? So I do think this has some potential. If you're looking for an entry zone, I think we are forming some sort of a triangle here, as you can see. And then we have some solid zone of support right around here, which by the looks of it, I feel is the exact 0.786 Fibonacci. So from the high to the low right around here, yeah, it is the exact level. So if I put it at this low, the 786 Fibonacci at $1 million is the region where you can bid, in my opinion. Again, guys, once you break past this is where you're looking for a confirmation trade towards the upside. So this is another one. I don't have a bag, by the way, right now, but I'm planning to grab a bag of 2016 as well. Right, so that is basically, guys, everything from this episode. And again, guys, I would like to let you know that everything is eventually going to zero. So become a trader before you lose all of your money in meme coins. Meme coins are here to stay, but you need to take profits. All right, do not bag hold. Stop becoming a community member of every other coin out there. All right, give it a thought, guys, and decide for yourself, because at the end of the day, everything is going to end up becoming vaporware. All right, so that is everything, guys. If you want, you can grab a bag here. This is a very nice solid zone of support around $160,000. I think new all-time highs very, very soon for Vapor as well. So if you enjoyed it, guys, make sure that you drop a like. And if you want to join Kuroshi's private, as I said, 7 days you can try, and then if you don't like it, you can request a refund. The link is given in the description section below. Join us and you will realize that this is the best place where you will learn about crypto, where you will learn about trading memes, where you will learn how to find the alpha yourself, and you will grow as a crypto degen or as a crypto trader. So if you are interested in that, guys, I don't think that there could be a better offer. All right, so that is it, guys. And again, if you're new to the channel, you know the drill. You need to smash that subscribe button and ring the bell notification icon so that you can be notified whenever I put up another update. That's all, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep hustling.
Slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough,